be working all the summer.
Yeah.
Kidogo bra. Mbona umesimama karibu? Let's move back. Back. Kidogo. Kidogo.
Hai jamani, excuse. Msonge kidogo hapo. Jamani, hapa.
Usha set up. Uko sawa?
Bado hayuko sawa.
Basi waki kamera bro.
Give him space. Yes.
Just 3 minutes with the coach, please.
So,
Mko ready?
yeah.
Okay, proceed.
Yeah. Question. So first thing I just say welcome back to Kenya, and then I just want to know if you are probably higher in the standings. Would you have played your match against Burundi in, let's say, Senegal? Because I think playing it in Nairobi, I mean that aspect of it being played in Nairobi. Why play it in Nairobi right now? And then the other question is that I spoke with one Gambian journalist, and then he told me about the effort you're making to scout local players. But in your current squad, there is no local player. There's only some foreign. There are a few, a lot of foreign-based players, and including some who are born abroad. So why is there no local-based player in your squad?
Yeah, so thank you. The Burundi game, we're playing it here. Obviously, at the moment, our stadium's still going under renovations back in Banjul, and it really just reduces our travel time. You know, after we play the game against Kenya, we only have a few days before we play Burundi. So if we're able to avoid a flight, you know, and all of just the fatigue that brings, playing it here makes the most sense. We did the same in March in the Ivory Coast. Obviously, we hosted Kenya in Abidjan, and it was for the same reasons, to minimize the fatigue on the players. In terms of the squad, you know, Gambia have over 200, almost 250 players now playing professionally in Europe. And so most young Gambians, there's a lot of talent coming out of the Gambia, but most of them leave when they're 18. You know, the Gambian league is a very youthful league, even more youthful than the leagues here in Kenya. And so a lot of players break into the Gambian First Division and Second Division when they're 16, 17 years of age. You look at a number of our players here, they played in the Gambian League when they were 16 or 17. As soon as they were 18, they were signed by European teams. And of our 24-man squad, I think only maybe 4 or 5 of them are born abroad. You know, the unique thing about the Gambia is of those almost 250 professional players in Europe, over 200 of those, 220 in fact, are born and bred in the Gambia and moved abroad when they were 18. So again, we're just in a great moment in Gambian football where we've got a lot of talent coming through, and we keep track of the league. In June we had a player in the domestic league in the squad. Previously we've had players, but just the competition for places is such that, you know, we go with the best players, and those happen to be playing in the top leagues in Europe.
Just take you back.
Maybe just for a question, how does it feel coming back to Kenya, especially considering the fact that you won 2 league titles, 2 back-to-back titles with Gor Mahia right here, and some of the players you coach, the likes of Sylvester Wino as well as Alpha Onyango, are in the Kenya squad for the World Cup qualifiers against Gambia?
Yeah, look, it's always nice to come back, but ultimately we're here for business. You know, for me, we can enjoy it afterwards. The aim is to try and collect 3 points. We know that's not going to be easy because we expect there to be a very sort of hostile environment. The Kenyan supporters will come out in their tens of thousands to support the Harambee Stars. We've seen that through the Chan tournament. You know, very well supported games here at Kasarani. Obviously, Kasarani holds lots of good memories for me. I think my own last 2 games here were trophy-winning games in terms of the Charity Shield and the final of the league a couple of years ago. So, but all of that doesn't count for anything. We've got to go on with a performance and try and win the game.
Coach, what's the biggest change you've seen in the Harambee Stars while you were here and after you've left? And what do you expect from them in the game on Friday?
Fighting spirit. Look, there's a lot of things the new coach has changed. I very much like that he is giving chances to domestic players, because you'll remember from my comments when I worked here that I felt that there was a lot of talent in the domestic league, and they deserve their opportunity because there's not as many Kenyan players playing professionally abroad. And so I would rather call up a domestic player performing to a high level than maybe a 4th division player. It's a bit different for us in the Gambia because most of our players are playing in the top divisions of their countries. But so I think opportunities for the local players has been good. I also think the fighting spirit. You saw that when we drew 3-3 back in March. You know, I think the previous Harambee Stars team maybe would have given up at 2-0, whereas this new generation, you got to remember that was only the coach's first week, and they fought till the dying kick and got the equaliser, which frustrated us, but congratulations to them. And you see even through Chan, there's a never say die attitude. So look, you need to not look at the clubs that players play for. It doesn't matter that a player's maybe playing for, I don't know, Karabanghi Sharks or, you know, Gore or Bandari against someone who's playing in the Premier League or Serie A, because these players at Kenya, I think I can see now that they don't say die, they say never, you know, and they're going to fight to the end. So we've got to be at our very best to get a result.
But if I may just add, you guys are on 4 points, Kenya is on 6 points, Ivory Coast are on top. Basically, mathematically, chances are really slim that you possess a squad that is really capable and really well, good non-tanners, Barrow, Minte. What's the plan against Kenya?
The plan is to try and win the match, as simple as that. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
No one wants one of those.
You have to wait on that.
Fupi. Okay, you can shoot now.
To the left. That's fine. Cameraman. Guys, are you ready? Ready? Okay, first question. First question.
Yeah, Yankuba, World Cup qualifiers have been some ground you're strong in. I've seen you have 3 goals. How are you feeling to be in Kenya, and what's your expectation of this match?
It's feeling good to be in Kenya. Although I've never been here, I like the environment and we're here to win the game. Although it's going to be a difficult one because they have the home advantage in their ground. So it's not going to be easy. We have to win the game.
Yankuba, a strong start to the season, including man of the match against in your most recent Premier League match against Manchester City. How important is it picking up form at the right place, especially when coming to play against a team like Kenya, which has fans jamming into the stadium full capacity in the World Cup conference?
Yeah, it's always important to give 100%. It doesn't matter if you're going for the full team or not. Although if you want to be in the top level, you have to perform like every game. This one is going to help me a lot because from there, taking the motivation and came in the camp, I think it's going to be a good game for me and the team. Although Kenya is a difficult team, we already play against them, and I know how it feels to play against Kenya. So, yeah, we are here to win the game and we see what will happen.
Talk a little bit about your partnership with your fellow forwards, the likes of Barrow, as well as Sidida is back into the squad.
Yeah, to play with Musa is very easy because he makes everything easy for you. He's an experienced player and he loves to play with young players and support you. Sidida also is a good striker, finisher. If you put the ball in front of him, he can do anything. Yeah, he's a good player. All of them are good.
2 final questions, please.
Yankuba, you have a coach who knows Kenya really well. The first time you played Kenya, it was a 3-3 draw, but that time you guys didn't have much research. What has he told you guys to expect this time around, facing a Kenyan side that is really much improved?
He told us how important the game is, although there's a big chance to qualify for World Cup. The most important thing is to make next year qualify easy for us to win both games against Kenya and Burundi. The most important one is right now Kenya because the Burundi game is far for now. We have to focus on Kenya. He told us what he knows about Kenya, so I think we can use that as a weapon against them.
Final question.
Yankuba, can I
No, allow that someone else to ask.
Yes.
How do you approach this game against Kenya?
Approach is very important. It's an important game for Gambia because although it's going to be a difficult one because Kenya have the home advantage, as I said earlier, and they have their home fans and stuff like that. Well, it's not going to be easy. We know that. and we need to be prepared for the game.
Nice, just one.
Someone else.
Your final question,
Someone else
Steve.
who doesn't ask? You have a question? Okay, final one, please.
Yankuba, you're in a country that is very much alive in the English Premier League, and I just want you probably to say to players who look up to you and who want to get to there, Kenyan players who look up to you, what would your message be? You're only young, you're 21, but the experience that you've got collected from playing in the English Premier League, playing in the Gambian national team, what would your advice be if they want to make it to such high levels of professional football?
Yeah, the most important thing is like you have to focus and then train hard. It's not easy to get in the Premier League. Although when you look like 3-4 years ago, I was in Gambia, but now I'm playing at the top level, which is not easy. The journey was really hard. But for me, all I do is like focus on God first, and then second is training hard to listen to your coaches and know what to do. They can guide you because they have the right weapons for you to be at the top. So if you listen to your coaches and do what you have to do, pray every time, everything gets easy. After God, everything is easy for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. You only have 15 minutes to capture the training cast, then we leave.